May the 17th, 2014. Looking at images from the last 2 days in D.C. Look at this line, guys, in front of the White House. Beautiful. God bless America. It makes my soul sing to see these images. Look at this. People said it's a failure. It's the beginning. It's not called the American flood. It's called the American spring, because this is the beginning. Look at the subjects that are on the signs. We haven't forgotten. We have not forgot about the people that lost their lives there, that in Benghazi, that asked for help. We haven't forgotten the lies and the paranoia of protecting the election. But I've had several requests, guys, about an update on the sun and COMET linear, and I haven't forgotten. And don't think for 1 minute that if we had had a major solar eruption, I would not have come on right away. But I've been watching it. But something that's really caught my attention is that we had this large rain as we look at the solar disk here. We had the rain that's moved across the south and the southeast and up through the northeast. And yesterday morning, as we look at stereo ahead, we've had this flare. Now, it's not Earth-facing, and it did pick up on our satellites. But this rain that came across went out through the northeast, rained on the guys in D.C. yesterday morning. But what did God do? He brought that across and cooled it off. A lot of older people there. And it's very hard on you in the heat. And some of those times, God just put his hand on there and cooled it off. But this is our pole coordinates. The inner circle is last year up until November of 2013. You've seen this before. Now, this is why everything's off. But again, today is a blessing for the people there in D.C. and tomorrow also. But let's look at COMET linear. This is today's date. Notice May 17th. Adjust this so you can kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. Now, remember, linear is moving faster than the Earth. And it's going to cross in front of Earth through that orbital plane on May 23rd. That is when they're saying we're going to get the thickest debris. But look at the top of this. May 15th, 74 reports of fireballs, Alabama, Florida. Look at the top. May 15th, 88 more reports from Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky. When they separate them, they've already classified them into different fireballs. Look at that report. It's building up. And I've said this the whole time. In the center is May 24th, about a 4-hour, very thick debris time. This is where you look for linear coming if you're looking in the sky. See where Leo is, Leo Minor, Regulus, Sextant, Cancer. Look at that. Now, here's what I've been saying for months. As we watch this chart, we came in all year, it started getting a little thicker. Then we go through these breaks. You see the breaks in these lines. You see the dates, April 18th. Then you come over to the pink line. That's May 18th that we're coming up on. Just back these up. I put the timestamps on this. This is video that I've done as we've watched it come along. But now you notice that we've had 160 reports of fireballs in the last 2 days. And they have not put all of last night's information up. But each one of them, they're saying again, it's the most amazing thing they've seen. And the width of the debris field, 2.1 million miles. Something to definitely keep an eye on. But I will link to the AMS site. Most of you know where it's at. But that gives you the information on the fireballs that we're dealing with. Again, look at the top of this report. Back in May, on the 4th, 143 reports as we came into this month on that day. Also on the 4th, and on the 4th, look at that, different fireballs. It's amazing. So, again, it will be a miracle to me if we do not see another Russian event, another Cherub-Lynx meteor come into the atmosphere the way we saw that, the one in Russia come in last year, guys. It will be amazing with that amount of debris field. And remember, NASA and the Bill Cook and those guys, they are saying now it could possibly be a meteor storm. So remember, that peak is 7 days away on the 24th. But let me tilt this down and kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. Again, it's going to dive in front of us on the 23rd. You notice your timestamp is the 25th. This debris field, again, 2.1 million miles long. The 24th is just the peak. I think we've been in it since May, going in through the different segments that you saw on that chart. The 23rd, 24th, 25th are key dates, but this thing could last for a while. We may be going out of it a month. Heads up, be safe. Also, guys, go to bpearthwatch.com in the morning. We'll start seeing the live feeds pick back up from Ustream. Again, at 7 o'clock, check it out. One of them, I think Brother Wiley Drake, his Ustream or live stream channel is there, and he's going to lead a great prayer as he did this morning. But heads up, be safe.